What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? You guys are gonna pick on me because I'm playing Fortnite. Renee, it's been a minute. How is everybody doing? Welcome back. What's up, Daniel? He said, gets what? Well, what? What is it? Hey, Sonic. Guess what Batman movie I watched? What movie is that? Batman Returns? Mandy! What you drinking today? I got me some wine this time. I'll have some time, at least after the stream, before I go out to the movie, so I can burn some of that off. What's up, Gail? Terrible accent. Did I do an accent? I just do things sometimes. But I'm gonna be seeing The Conjuring 3 tonight. Woo! I never knew you played Fortnite. What's your thoughts on this season? The season's been kind of interesting. I've liked the Spire stuff. It's Michael in French. My apologies, fellow Michael. It's been pretty interesting. It got me. I got sucked into it when I realized they were adding a bunch of DC stuff this season. So, once I saw that you could unlock Raven, even though I didn't play it a lot, like I haven't played the game up until this season. I had not played this game, I think, since like season 4, season 2. It's been a long ass time. But then once they started like inserting all that DC stuff, every once in a while they'd get me to log in when they did like a crossover character like I liked from something else, like the Mandalorian. I logged in for a minute, got the initial outfit, and then just logged off because I didn't want to do the grind. And then I just stopped playing forever again until they started doing this DC crossover. And I've actually read the comic, which is pretty interesting in and of itself. I haven't read the latest issue though. Sadly, I heard about all of this DC stuff too late. So there are 2 skins that I did not get, which are the Green Arrow Oliver skin. Didn't get that one. And I'm still sad and disappointed about that. And I missed out on the Jason Momoa Aquaman skin. I think I have every other DC skin though so far. Favorite DC skin that they've done? Just out of sheer bias, I'd probably go with the Arrow one, just because I like the way it looks, and I don't have it. Out of the ones I do have, I don't know, Deathstroke is pretty cool, but Poison Ivy, because that booty though. I'm sorry. I have a draw. Are you in the South? Not technically. I'm from West Virginia, which isn't really north or south. It's like right in the middle. But I mean, a lot of people here still have a southern accent, so, or is it more like Appalachian? Whatever you want to go with. I try to mask it as much as I can, but sometimes I don't. Here's a hint. Once you've seen Gotham in Ashes, then you have my permission to die. Oh, you Dark Knight Rises. Then you have my permission to die. Can you? Jason Momoa loved his character in Stargate Atlantis. That's kind of ironic that he was in Stargate Atlantis. I've never actually watched any of the Stargates. If I could give you the GA skin as much as I am a GA fanatic, I would. I really appreciate that, but I know how they lock down those membership skins and whatnot. That being what was it? What's it called? Fortnite Crew exclusive or some bullshit. They did say that if you were a crew member, at some point, old crew stuff might be available to you, but that is yet to happen. And I'm just sad because I missed it by like a month or two before I started trying to work my way up to getting Raven. Yeah, I'm playing on PC right now. Die in the Batplane. Did Batman die in the Batplane when the nuke went off? Or did he jettison out and survive? I'm pretty sure, because they mentioned he fixed the autopilot. It's kind of up in the air. It's up to viewer interpretation because it's... Christopher Nolan doesn't like handing out answers in his movies. So when that ends, it's kind of up to your interpretation because they made it a point to establish that the autopilot... Yeah, sure, why not? Oh my gosh, okay. That the autopilot was not fixed prior to that. When they salvaged it, Lucius Fox makes a point of saying that at some point he had ended up fixing the autopilot. So it's assumed, well, the post-credit scene, you don't know. No, I'm playing solo. Shuby. I got some solo challenges I need to do. How do I, like... I don't want to... How do you make it to where people can't just auto-join? I'd rather it just be invite. How do I do that? Ah, gotcha. Cool. Thank you for that. Iman, no worries, man. I can play the window dude. But yeah, I mean, the post-credit scene can also be interpreted as a dream because it echoes back to Alfred and him having that perfect vision of Bruce in the end. So while you can take it at face value that he does retire and have this secret life with Selina, it can also be interpreted that it's not. But I'm of the mindset that he fixed the autopilot, ejected beforehand, and took the opportunity to finally live his life. Which isn't a very Batman thing to do. But it's just however you want to take it, really. But I think the most accepted answer is that he did survive, he fixed the autopilot, and that he and Selina run off into the sunset together. Do you think Superman exists in the Christopher Nolan Batman universe? I don't. I do not. Christopher Nolan really wanted to make sure that there was nothing super powered in that world, which is one of the reasons that he wouldn't let them use the Dark Knight continuity in Man of Steel, because the initial draft plan at WB was to build off of the Dark Knight with Man of Steel and then continue and all that. But then they all agreed that Superman, Wonder Woman, all that stuff doesn't exist. Doesn't make sense to exist in Christopher Nolan's universe. Yeah, it is a good take for a positive turn at once, which I thought the comics were starting to kind of lean into that a little bit when they allowed him and Selena to be engaged. I thought that was a good progression, and I was just wanting them to follow through on it, and then they didn't. Always assume Bruce to live happily after, even though Batman from the comics never would retire like that. True. Very true. Here, did you see Warner Brothers is unhappy with the Batman film? Do you think this is repercussions of the backlash of Whedon's Justice League? No, I think it's all bullshit. I think it's bullshit rumors from... Well, Doomcock and Reddit are the only two places spouting it, so... I would be surprised if that is true. Like, shocked if that ends up being true. But come on, Selena. You could do worse. Yeah, it is kind of giving a Steve and Peggy moment. I agree with that. Always play for the first and last week of each season. I was kind of like that with Destiny 2 for a while. I would always log in when the new expansion came out and then log out for a while and then come back to prep for the new season and then play a little bit and then dipped. Do you think the Flash will visit Christopher Nolan's Batman universe? They might reference it, but I highly doubt that they would actually show it. Who's my favorite Spider-Man? Damn, that level. Did I skip any? I did. I did indeed. I got heavily impatient at certain points because I really was in this only for the Raven skin. So I did skip quite a few levels. But I've been playing this too much as of late in my downtime. Yes, a few. Shh, don't rat me out. Oh, God. We got some spiking happening here. And I'll let it auto determine what's going on here. Jesus. You know, there's been like 2 or 3 fucking driver updates this week for Nvidia, and it's been just cancer. Oh my God. It's like every time I load into the game, it's just worse. What's up, Kevin? I mean, my favorite live action Spider-Man is Tom Holland. I'm going to have to tweak some settings because whatever's going on right now is... So one of the things I need to do is I need to get some harvesting tool damage on somebody. Come here! Oh! Wow, I expected to die there. Well, I got that quest completed already. So is it... Yeah, that's one thing I want to know. Is like, is it my ping acting up, or is it actually like... Gosh, because it was sputtering like crazy. I hear somebody. I think they're in the house. I don't know where that guy is. Oh, hi. So, Fortnite games. Oh. All right, it's actually smoothed out a little bit now that I'm not falling, so maybe it's just having trouble loading the whole arena. All right, what else did I need to do? Because I need to unlock the other... The last thing I left off doing, I actually held off doing it because it was DC related, is I need to hit weak points because I need to unlock the other Harley Quinn skin because I got the quest for it. Not drinking tonight. I have my granddaughter staying over. Oh, well, that's good. I hope you have fun with her. Next season is in 3 days. That's right. Which upcoming DC movie am I most excited for? The Flash. The Flash, because I think it has the most writing on it, and it's going to be just bombastic. What game is this? Only just dropped in. It is Fortnite, as embarrassing as that is for me to admit. Boop. Yeah, I don't want to drop that. Yeah, I don't need to talk to you. All right. Can't wait for Venom. I'll be honest, I still need to watch all of the original Venom. Gosh, man, it's still kind of... I still have some frames dropping out every now and then. Seems like I got plenty of time here, so I can grab that. But I am excited for Venom 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! He flubbed that up so bad, he probably should have killed me. I think I was so sloppy right there. Okay, Annie Muschietti's just trying to keep the excitement going by showing these little tidbits here and there. I know, like, last thing everybody was talking about was, you know, obviously yesterday there was the Batman tease, like, he shows, like, the blood, on the Batman suit, like the Michael Keaton Batman suit, and I could not get it out of my head that it just looked like jam. That was the fakest ass, like, movie blood I've seen in my life, and I hope that it's not, indicative of the final product. Black Widow is probably going to be your favorite MCU film. Has to beat Winter Soldier, though. I mean, I think it'll be fun, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near my top. Personally, for me. Jump, jump. All right, so... Yum, yum. All right, I got 2 of these. Let's get rid of that. Give me that. I'm gonna hold on to the pump for now. Yeah, that's definitely jam. It looked so much like jam, man. It's my favorite MCU film. It's, I mean, for me, it's Endgame. Just because the cathartic nature of that movie to kind of come to a close on all these different stories we've had for all these years. That feeling just outweighs so much. Even if it is kind of like not a perfect movie and it is kind of a part 2, there's so many fangasm moments from that film alone that it's just really enjoyable for me to rewatch. Are the Sinister Six a fixed team, or has other villains been on it? They've kind of rotated members before. There's been multiple iterations of the Sinister Six. See, Endgame as another tier. I can see that. There we go. Got some. I hear a car somewhere. Somebody's driving somewhere around here. Man, my frame rate. Oh yeah, I need to hit weak points. Forgot about that. I'll be honest, I don't remember who the original Sinister Six were. Oh, there's somebody over there. So, I've already done one of my challenges, because one of them was to make it into the top 30. There's only 26 people left right now. So that's one achievo out of the way for my Harley Quinn quest. Uh-oh. What was that? Actually, I think that's a boar. Yeah, it's a boar. I was like, I thought somebody was creeping up on me. Oh, there's somebody. Shit. Ow. I don't know if somebody shot me or if that was just a big tick from Alright, my shields didn't take a hit there, so that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna kind of... Was Craven one of them? I didn't remember if Craven was one. Guess that makes sense. It's like somebody took a dive over here or opened a box and left some shit. Who would I choose as the Sinister Six? I'd go with Electro, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Lizard, Vulture. Like if I picked my Sinister Six, that would be who I'd go with. I'm still missing somebody. I'm still not sure who my sixth slot would be, so probably Rhino. Rhino, I think, would be a good one. Because I like Rhino in the comics. Ah, it's just one of those. So actually, there's no point in me carrying that anymore. Because I would need a blue makeshift to make anything useful out of it. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There's a Velociraptor. Nope. Don't come after me. I don't want to fight one of those things. Not right now. Gotcha. Hehehe. Let's burn this building down. Yeah, I've kind of kept my Fortnite playing a little bit of a secret, because I've been kind of anti-Fortnite for like a long time. I love Thor's new jackass look. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I need to see it like in action and in the film. Like, it's definitely different, And he doesn't look bad. My God, he jacked up his arms. Look for that Hulk Hogan movie he's in. That his arms are larger than they've ever been. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Don't come after me. Oh, shit. No, no. Leave me alone. You bastard ass fucking... Meh. Yum. 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 Guess that worked out in a way. Now I need shields. Fucking raptors, man. Skip the leg days, though. Not sure how a dude holds himself up. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Ooh, give me that. So I wonder if the next season they're getting rid of the crafting or not. I mean, do I think Chris Donald is the Robin in the Tim Burton Batman universe? Yes, I do. But I don't know if we'll see him or not, though. Hey, I need to get the fuck out of here. Start moving forward. There's only 7 people left. Alright, nobody's... Well, there's... Somebody might be trying to bait this chest over here. Because there's some structures, but nobody's unlocked it yet. See, I'm one of those guys that in this game that does everything in his power to not build. Because the moment I stop to try to build anything, I suck at it so much. Infantry rifle. I mean, yeah, it can't hurt. I'm such a slow builder. All right. Oh, look at all that. Somebody definitely got fucked up over there. Hop. Uh-oh. Where was that? I don't know where that shot came from. Did you know that Kratos from God of War was in here? Yeah, I did. I missed out on that one, too. I'm going to keep my distance on the outer circle and wait. I don't want to get into the brawl. There was somebody on that bridge, but I don't know where they went after I burned it down. Hop. Fuck. Oh, got another hit. Oh, there's 2 guys over on the bridge now. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of... Creepy. Alright, there's 4 people left. Let these 2 get engaged in one another. I'm not sure where they're at, though. Did somebody die? Where were they? Yeah, I died. What's up? Season 7 hasn't started yet. We didn't see him in Crisis. Pretty much canonized every version of the multiverse, and Robin was Burt Ward. He died, so that leaves Robin. I mean, all the universes that we saw go away in Crisis on Infinite Earths got restored at the end. So, Burt Ward, Keaton, all of that came back. Everything, even the ones that they didn't show at the end when Oliver restored the galaxy, the multiverse, they did come back. Mark Guggenheim confirmed that. The only reason we didn't see it is because they didn't have enough time to show all of the Earths coming back. But part of his deal with Warner Brothers and DC was anything that wasn't Arrowverse created that he played with and included had to be restored at the end of the event. Oh, we're the Dark Knight Batman now. Christian Bale Batman dancing for you guys. Hold on. All right, what do I still need to do? So I needed to get top 30 2 more times, I think, is still one of them. And I still need to hit more weak points. Oh no, top 30 I had to do once. Now I got to get top 20, and then I'm assuming... Oh, it said I could do duos or squads, but I'll just do solos. Fuck it. Thank you, thank you. So this is what Batman did after Dark Knight Rises. Guess so, man. Him and Selena Kyle ended up here. Started battle royaling for life. Has anybody actually read the Batman 0 Point comics that have been coming out in the last month? It's part of this whole Fortnite crossover thing. It's kind of funny. It's kind of interesting. Though it's really, really weird. It's pretty interesting. Like, I still have my DC Infinite subscription since I had it back when they actually had DC TV shows, you know, Titans, Doom Patrol, Stargirl, all that. I never unsubscribed, so if you still had your subscription going on, they had them on there. So I was like, oh, I'm curious how this works. Are you kidding me? So I checked it out and read it, and it's kind of funny. I was still always under the impression that the Joel Schumacher Batman movies were meant to be continuations of Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton's Batmans. Like, all of those were continuations of one another. Yeah, I haven't read the most recent one, like the last, the one that came out. Whatever the last one was, I haven't read that one. I've only read issues 1 through 3, I think. Or 1 through 2. I don't remember. Anybody around here? Latest is issue 4. All right, cool. Like, I never remember how many I've read. See, that's what I thought. And especially, I mean, multiverse aside, that was before Hollywood really knew or acknowledged or had any idea of what multiverses were or how that worked. So, like, them having the same Alfred, I thought was always a big indicator that they were meant to be the same universe. Yeah, da da. Arnold's great as Mr. Freeze. I wouldn't say great. Iconic, sure. Mr. Freeze has always been a dark, brooding, no-nonsense character in the comics, so like it was always a very different interpretation of the character for compared to. All right, we're about to have a fight. Somebody wants to come play. Where is he? He's over there. All right. I probably shouldn't stand near that. Yeah. Actually, I don't really need that. I only got 1 point of damage from it. Gotcha! Distractions. Haha, the element of surprise. Theatricality. I am Batman. Wait, hold on. Where's it? Batman. Yeah, he was good for what they were going for, because they were going for a more lighter tone. They were going for a more Adam West kind of feeling, and for that they did go the right direction with that. And I that's why it never really bothered me, because they weren't trying to be like the Tim Burton stuff. And those you got to respect the ice puns. Plus, you also had him paired up with Uma Thurman, who is also great. Uh-oh. Somebody's hanging out around here. Where is this? It sounds like it's up. Let's drop that. Whoops. Yeah, it's definitely not up here. Ah, there you are. Oh, no. God damn it. Alright. I got a hit. Alright, somebody else is chasing that person. Oh. They saw me. Oh no, why did I... Uh-oh. That was really sloppy, but I am glad I survived. Alright, I need to get into top 30. Or top 20 for that Achievo quest. You know what I meant. That one person probably is still hiding out in that house. Arkham Origins Bane is the best. That is the best adaptation of Bane we've had, to be as outside of the comics. Actually, Young Justice's Bane was also pretty damn close, pretty damn spot on. I really liked did I say Injustice or Young Justice? Because I meant Young Justice, and I don't know what I said. See, I still hear a chest, but I see nothing. Where are you? Feed me. Feed me your loot. Okay, I did say Young Justice. All right, I'm just making sure, because sometimes my brain fizzles out, and I don't know what I said. Yeah, Young Justice did Bane really well, though I have to admit, even though it's a goofy, dumb adaptation, I love Bane in the Harley Quinn animated series, man. I can never get enough of him. Which direction was that? Who did that? Ooh. Oh. Nom 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 nom. Give me your stuff. Oh, shit. Accidentally hit. No! I'm just knocking all kinds of stuff off my desk, and now I'm getting shot. Alright, we're gonna retreat for a second. Hold on. My mic's loose now. Alright. Is he shooting at somebody else, or is... I think he's shooting at somebody else. But where? Fuck it! I didn't hit him. I hit him once. Batman no use gun. You know, if they had like high-powered melee weapons, like things that actually made punching or kicking worth it, I would totally do that with Batman. All right, where is this dude? He's gonna have to come out of there eventually, right? Because the zone's about to close. Up. And down. I loathe the batarangs would be cool. Like if you had like throwing weapons. Apex has throwing weapons. Oh. Thought I heard somebody else. All right. All right, I'm inside the circle. I'm fine. All right, we're in the top 12. Who did that where? Who has the cojones? Oop. There's somebody over there. I just saw someone running that way. Whoops. Can Oliver Queen this bitch. Yeah, you're the one who is being a little... Oh! I get excited when shit does... When, like, I actually hit, like, something like that, man. See, like, if I was playing, like, with the Oliver Queen skin, had I had it, I would only use bows. Uh-oh, somebody's being a dickhead around here. Look at that. Somebody's right around me. He's walking away. I don't know what direction he went, though. I just don't want to be in the open. I mean, he's got to be either behind me, to the left, or the right. Because we're pretty much coming out of the same area. Unless he decided to actually take some storm damage to loot a little bit more. Somebody's in a car somewhere. Somebody's over here. Woo! I always get nervous and like panic. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Gnome prison? You're free, boys! Free! Uh-oh, I think I triggered the NPC. Maybe. Yeah, I think I did. I think I hit the NPC. The NPC's mad. Yeah, I found gnome prison and then I blew up all the gnomes. Oh no! Shit! No! No! That guy snuck up on me! Whoops. That one person I hit with that bow over there across the ridge, I'm surprised didn't die. I'm just doing solos right now, Sonic. Like I said. Will I be doing Loki reactions? Indeed I will. Indeed I will. It's gonna be... It's gonna be hard, though. I feel like this game would give me anxiety. Yeah. Oh my gosh, early on, like with this, because I don't even think this was the first one I played. I think I tried to play... I got my Joker. What was it? Damn, why can't I think of what it was called? PUBG. Now that one stressed me out even, like, way more. Because it was more realistic. Half the time, if you died, you had no idea where it even came from. When will I do duos? I'm not too sure, man. It's whenever I feels like it. Alright, so what's the goal now? We did that one. I still need weak points because I haven't been doing that much. Now I need to make top 10. Top 10. Okay. Any game where you're being chased, you would panic. Oh, you should play Dead by Daylight then. I'm sure you would love that. What's my most awaited game coming out next year? Next year? I'm not even sure what really comes out next year. Or do you mean like within the coming year? Because actually, no. I would say I do know of some games that are going to be coming out that I'm looking forward to, and they're both Pokemon games. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to that Pokemon Arceus game that's coming out. Somebody's about... I'm sorry, man. You're not even going to get to anything. Can't wait for my Loki reactions to feels like an empty void. What? No, of not having any Marvel content. You could watch my DC stuff. What do you think is going to happen in Goodbye Vibrations? From what I've heard and seen, it's going to be like a goofy, fun episode. So I don't think it's going to be too sad. I did see, based on like the promos, that, you know, Team Citizen is having their goodbye party with Camilla, and then Joe and Barry are having a little goodbye party with Cisco. I think Caitlin's also at the Cisco party, because that would make the most sense. But I don't know what like the villain of the episode is going to be, so I don't know. I know they're not. I know that they've said that they're not going to do like a heavy, like mopey or sad goodbye episode. They want to like send Cisco off, you know, in like a positive way. So it'll probably be emotional to us, but like the characters, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'll be honest, like I will be surprised if I have an emotional reaction while watching it. Only because, like, I've known Cisco has been wanting to leave the show since season 4. So I'm just like, all right, it's finally happened. I mean, it will be sad, and he'll still be in the finale based on what the showrunner has said. He will still at least be in the... He said Cisco would be involved in the finale. So he won't be... This won't be the last time we see Cisco. But it's the last time he's a regular, at least. Yeah, man, the DC animation stuff is some of my favorite. No, they're not killing Cisco off. They said that at least before they announced his him leaving the show, like that they weren't going to do that. He's just moving away. That's all it is. Nothing terrible's going to happen to him. Actually, I don't think that's enough. I could. I don't know if I want that. I think I want to save up for... There's some grenades down under the stairs. I'd rather have an explosive bow than a shockwave bow. So yeah, they don't want to close the door on his ability to come back to the show. So he's going to have a... While not happy ending, they're not going to kill him. So he'll be able to come back. Wait. Shit. Oh. Oh no. I'm going to die. God damn it, I fucked that up. I don't know why I plan on doing the... I love just throwing grenades in hopes that something will happen. So that was my fault. Who will be the villain in the next part of season 7? I think it's definitely going to be Godspeed. The next half of season 7 is very speedster focused, is all I know. I bet Cisco is going to Legends. He is not. He's leaving the CW altogether. He's leaving... He's not going to be going to another show. He's just done with the Arrowverse for now. Yeah, I would be surprised if we don't have a Reverse Flash appearance. Hi, got some Harls. Hold on. Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah, we touched on that earlier, that WB wasn't happy with the Batman. I think that's just some bullshit rumors, personally. Oh no, he's not going to be in just one episode. I highly doubt it. What's up, Vishal? Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked them, man. I love making them. I really love that show. Yeah, I've unfortunately seen some spoilers for the season, so I can say that Godspeed will be prominent. Maybe not in every episode, but will be the main focus on what's going on. Oh, Vishal, I agree with you. I hated everything. Like, and none of it had to do with Tyler Hoechlin's performance. I thought he was always great as Clark Kent and as Superman, but the writers hated Superman, and it was so apparent. And actually, it was, to be honest, it was just the Supergirl writers that hated Superman. They just hate Superman. Like, it's so clear. And it always made me mad. Because they were always so disrespectful to the character, in my opinion. Fuck, I got the thing tripped up on me. Is that a wolf in the water? I think so. Yeah, I did see that Cress Williams is considering joining the crossover. Is that wolf trying to get to me? What's happening right now? Yeah, that wolf is trying to get at me. Man, I hope that is the NPC shooting at these wolves and not a player. Oh, nope, there's a player. Alright, so... Luke Fox spoiler coming, Omni, if you want to know what I mean. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to know about that, even though I did already see something. I'd rather not have anything confirmed. I don't seek out these things. I just always accidentally see them on my Twitter feeds. Because I'm too lazy to block things. Alright, waiting for this. That person's getting attacked by raptors, it looks like. Yep, don't come after me. Go after them. I'm an asshole, man. It's a battle royale for a reason, man. Play sneaky. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Jay. If they're not happy with that movie so much, then why did they just give him a first look deal? All right, is that a person shooting at me? No, it's still the NPC. All right. Is it up? It's up. Yeah, it's just people trying to clickbait the shit out of it. And if you read the initial article and report, it's presented as Snyder propaganda, really, is all it is. And like there's clearly an agenda in mind with that rumor being out in the ether. Malik, I said don't say anything. I don't want spoilers in the chat. I don't want people talking about spoilers. I don't want, because there could be people in here that don't want to know. All right, where you at? Sorry, you dead. Just because I know doesn't mean everybody else in there wants to know. Have I ever played Rocket League? I have not. Take it easy, Chuck. Oops. Somebody's close by. Sorry, but how was what a spoiler? Like the Batwoman comment? Because it's not... It's a leaked information. Well, you started off as these, who wants a spoiler? And then you know, proceeded to give it. And there are some photos that may or may not back up what you said. And while we know that is the case in the comics, we didn't know if they were going to do it in the show. It's a spoiler. And it's still based off a leak. Because you said you had seen it. Do I think the Timeless Child will ever be undone? I doubt it. What happened there? I think they'll just... Maybe one day be undone, but... I don't know. I wish they just would have never pulled that backflip and presented it like that. That's two people I've killed who were distracted by the raptors. I hear something. Dude, if Evil Superman escaped and came over with John Henry, that would be nuts. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I just don't want anybody who doesn't know about that happening to have it spoiled. What heroes do you think will be in episode 5 Flash event for season 8? And who am I hoping for? I'm hoping for Black Lightning. They've already... Crest has already expressed that he would be open to it. If they wanted to do something. So that would be cool. I feel like some of them might be new heroes that we haven't seen yet in the Arrowverse. And maybe these episodes will be some of their introductory episodes. Oh wait, that's an NPC, isn't it? Yeah, it's running back to where... Okay, never mind. I guess I'll just leave that. The biggest one I really just want to see is... I want to see Jeff and Flash interact more. Dinosaurs and Wolf in Fortnite. What happened to the game since I stopped playing? A whole bunch of stuff. We got aliens coming next week. Blue Beetle would be awesome. They've had Cord Industries pop up on the show quite a bit, so that'd be pretty interesting if they wrap that in somehow. Looks like somebody just recently died over there. See if we can pick them off. I want a new hero in the episode. Maybe a show about Aquaman, Batman, Black Lightning. Yeah, I'm down with that. I think we need some new blood in there to replace a lot of the ones that's leaving. I would love to see Blue Beetle in this world, and I think he would fit in really well. Oh, I think this guy just got... Whoever this was, I think just got killed by this raptor, and that's it. That's the only thing about the wildlife that's just, like, frustrating. Like, you can farm it and stuff, but those raptors are actually a threat. More so than the wolves. The wolves can be a little annoying, but it's not... You're likely to survive them. But we'll see. Who's your favorite friend character? Mine would be Joe. Diggle. If we're talking everything. If we're talking specifically the Flash. Joe. Just, I love Jesse L. Martin. Even before he was even on the Flash cast. So he always had a bit of a sweet spot for me. In the Flash, with his role, with his whatnot, his relationship with Barry and all that. Sorry, Mandalorian is boring. Get out of here with that. Mandalorian is so good. Oh, you meant the Friends show. Also, you said you meant Joey. Chandler. Chandler's my favorite. I'm a fan of sarcasm. Yeah, I really hope this whole David Ramsey crossover ends with him being Green Lantern. And based on an interview with David Ramsey, it's kind of implied that at the end of it, we might see it. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I think Elizabeth Tulloch just blew Erica Durance out of the water in Superman and Lois as best Lois's. I wasn't a fan of her casting originally, but I think after these past couple of episodes, and especially after this week's episode, I think she's my favorite. She's now my favorite live action Lois. While I think Erica Durance is definitely the most attractive, but as far as performances and just embodying the character, I think Bitsy Tulloch has it down for me. Oh. I'm still bummed that they didn't pick up the Green Arrow and the Canaries, but I don't know if I'm alone with that. I'm bummed about it. I wasn't particularly thrilled at it. I more so just wanted to see a continuation of Oliver's legacy is really all it came down to. And I do like Mia. I like those characters. I just don't like the future setting. I wish it was a present day setting, but there's no way to really do that. So, and it just bums me out too that they ended the pilot episode on a cliffhanger, and that never got resolved. So the show doesn't get picked up, and now we don't know what happens to William, how they get William back. Is William okay? So I hope they have a Legends episode or something where they at least explain it. Yeah, me and William I did like a lot. Season 1 of Mandalorian was kind of eh. Yeah, I can, especially after season 2. I think season 2 was just top goodness. God damn, man. Season 2 of The Mandalorian was some of the best TV, in my opinion, in a long time. Aside from the one Ice Spider episode. Which still wasn't a bad episode. It was just kind of eh. I think we'll see Firestorm again at one point. Maybe someday. But I'm not sure. Could Zack Snyder ever direct an MCU movie? And what character would you see him want? Didn't he say he'd love to do like Ghost Rider? Or there was somebody he said he would love to do in the MCU. And I can't remember who it was. I think he would do a good Ghost Rider, though, or Punisher. Alright, let's interrupt this fight here. Where you at? Uh-oh. Oh! Well, I made it. I made it to where I wanted. There's somebody coming up right behind her, too. It was going to be like a game of tag in a way. So I think we unlocked that costume after that, if I'm not mistaken. I hope the question gets a movie or a show. Yep, there we go. I mean, I don't even like this outfit, especially in the game, but I wanted to unlock it. Raven. When Luke showed up in Mando, the robots could still be punching the door. Still nothing is stopping them. A higher priority. Killing a Jedi is much more important. Because if they don't stop him, they can't proceed with their goal. He was definitely the higher threat, and the priority in that moment is if he comes up there, the last thing they want is Luke to have Grogu. So that's one of the reasons why Gideon was willing to throw away his entire life's work by killing Grogu rather than letting Grogu fall into Luke's hands. Like, them getting in the door doesn't further their goal if Luke is still coming. So, yeah, it makes perfect sense for me why they stopped punching the door. Really hope Christian Bale's Dark Knight universe is part of this shared... I mean, it's 100% part of the shared multiverse, but whether or not we'll see it, it'll be one thing or another. We'll have to see. So I really liked Arrow. I definitely would love to see what happened after Oliver was gone. I think that would have been a fun story. Yeah, Daniel, but you just get a boner for women that fight. So that's... you're very biased in that way. I think Bitsy Tolik is just a better actress. Yeah, I saw that. Do I like Stargirl? I do. I have reactions to the first season of Stargirl on the channel. Wine indeed. That is why it's called Whining with Omni. Wow, I drink wine and I whine about things. Port? Port? I'm not sure what you mean by a port. Port wine. What's up, Jean-Luc? TV? What's up, man? I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. It's locally made. That's all I know. So let's do this because I don't have anything else to do on that. So we're gonna go to Rumble because that's pretty much all I play anymore anyway. And I'll just open it up. Voice chat though, I will have it disabled. I mean, you should play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I've seen it played. I played the demo when that came out. So if anybody wants to just join in, go for it. Lol. Do you friend people? As long as there's nothing offensive about anything they say or in their name, sure. Of the 5 Star Wars shows, which is your favorite? Probably Mandalorian. Out of the ones we have so far. I don't know. Clone Wars is pretty good too. Maybe Clone Wars. It's really hard, man, to pick right now. I'll probably go with Clone Wars only because we still get to see all the old Jedi and all that in there. Why does Tom Welling hate Superman? I don't think he hates Superman. I think he just hates the idea of wearing tights and a cape. Yeah, Resistance, I have not watched it and I have no plans on watching it. However, Tom Welling did say he would be willing to put on the cape, the suit, and be Superman if they allowed him to be the Superman of Robert Pattinson's Batman's universe. Do I watch anime? I do watch I do watch anime. It's been a long time since I've started a new anime. The only recent anime that I've watched has been Attack on Titan, and that's the only one I'm current with right now. But there's a lot of older ones that I still love. Anybody else want to pop in? Anything around the sequel trilogy timeline needs to sit tight until Filoni can write some shows. Yeah, I agree on that. I wish that what am I trying to get at? Why am I on trios? I want Rumble. Motherfucker, dude. What am I trying to say right now? I'm jealous of the Aquaman skin, man. Greetings from New Mexico. Shout out. That's where my girlfriend's from. What do you think of the new Avengers game? Would I play it? I didn't have any interest in it when it was announced, and after all of the things I've heard about it since it's been released, I have zero interest in playing it. I got a beta key for it, and I never even logged into it. It just looks too choppy, clunky, and repetitive for my tastes. And here I am playing a game where I just kind of like recycle this all day long. Like where it's the same match and all that. All right, so who keeps changing shit? No. What was I going to say? It was about the Star Wars stuff. Oh, the Vader comics were going really strong for a while. And then these last few issues started going really hard into the sequel stuff by having Vader go to Exegol and all this stuff. And now he's fighting the Emperor. And they have kaiju. They have a fucking kaiju fight. Like, it just went really ridiculous. And apparently, the Snoke clones are made from Luke Skywalker's hand from Empire, when he lost that hand in Empire. And all of this is taking place between Empire and Return of the Jedi. And it just makes the plan make no sense. Did I react to the new Bad Batch episode? I did. It is on the channel currently. Why does it matter if we do trios? I don't... This is the... Like I said, this is the only... Oh, aliens. Crop circles! Well, that's more of a prop hexagon, but whatever. I like alien shit, man. The X-Files is my favorite TV show, so, like, I can fan out about some aliens and stuff. Are you going to play the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga if it ever comes out? Probably not. I'm a little mixed on those games. Like, sometimes I have fun with them, and sometimes I just find them kind of annoying. We got this other worlder over here. Didn't know Snook being Luke's... Yeah, that was from the latest issue. Is that Luke's hand is involved in the creation of the Snokes. And there's he's got work before his second Death Star is even destroyed. He's got a full, he's not a full fleet, but he's got a shit ton of functioning Star Destroyers, like the ones that we saw in Rise of Skywalker. You know, with the Death Star lasers and everything already built into them, already functioning, and he's got a bunch of these already created. So I don't understand. So it makes no sense into why he's preparing for a contingency before he's lost everything, when he's got these ships that he could just send out to all these different worlds, lock them down, and blow up the ones he doesn't need. Like, it just makes the Emperor's plan make zero sense, what they did in the comic. Has anybody been abducted by an alien in the game yet? I've heard about it. I've watched some clips of it happening, but I haven't actually witnessed it yet. Yeah, I agree. I think the Luke's hand thing, it's whatever. That doesn't burn me as much as the rest of it. But it just makes no sense having it take place between Empire and Return of the Jedi. Because it just basically makes it to where Palpatine should have had no reason to lose. And also it just shows how ridiculously overpowered, like, he and Vader are. Like, they're lifting these ginormous monsters and having this big old, like, kaiju battle. It becomes like Godzilla versus Kong almost on Exegol, when Vader's going there to kill him, to finally take down his master. And then fucking the Emperor just force lifts the giant kaiju that Vader came riding in on. Vader was riding the thing that was in the Maelstrom from Solo. You remember that gigantic thing? Vader was riding that in this comic. And the Emperor just lifts it up and makes it choke itself. Like, he force chokes that gigantic, like, black hole creature. It just got so ridiculous. I mean, it's not the craziest thing Palpatine's done, like, even in the extended universe, he's able to create black holes. But, like, it's so random. And then at the end of the whole thing, Vader just resubmits to him, and then Return of the Jedi happens. But again, he's not waiting on anything. If the Death Star at that point, like, it only makes sense if those ships were not ready on Exegol. If Exegol was the backup plan after he died. But he was planning for a thing that he was already losing power for when he had the backup at that point to never lose his power in the first place. It's just nonsense. Like, it went from being really cool in the first half with the stuff they were exploring with Vader to, like, just batshit insane. WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is probably the better executed show, but I enjoyed WandaVision more. Just because I like the fantastical. And rather than things that remind me of the terrible shit in the real world. So I like the fantasy elements of that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, SC. I think that's a good way to describe it. A one-time gimmick that they pulled off and executed really well. Considering the flaws in the recontextualization of the plot and things they've had to rewrite while they were working on it, it came out pretty solid. And really enjoyable, really strong emotional context and all that. I think everything really paid off with the show. Really, after all that, you're just going to give me one? Rude. Will I be reacting to Rick and Morty? No. I'm not a fan. I was early on, but then, like, the fans just kind of ruined it for me. I don't really get much enjoyment out of the show anymore. If only Ralph Boner was actually Quicksilver. Yeah, that's the... Out of all the theories that did not pan out, that's the only one that bothers me. Also, Maz having the Skywalker lightsaber makes no sense. Shouldn't be slowly disintegrating in the center of gravity in Cloud City's planet. Well, they showed how... So, like, there's another comic that shows Luke trying to track down his father's lightsaber or whatever. Somebody's using it or whatever. He goes there to this trash heap that kind of where all the stuff that goes into that collects or whatever. And he tries to retrieve his lightsaber and he just ends up giving up on trying to find it. But somebody, like a rogue anti-Jedi, like a person who wants to kill Jedi or something like that, finds his lightsaber and said, I can't remember exactly how the comic went, and I might be wrong about that, but yeah, somebody else finds his lightsaber at the bottom in all of the rubble and the trash and the garbage and all that stuff and runs off with it. And then at some point from that point, it ends up getting somehow to Maz Kanata. So apparently everything that goes into... that falls off of Cloud City lands on the actual surface of this planet somehow, even though I didn't think it had a surface because I thought it was a gas giant. Sup, Sugar Ray? Howdy. Hope you're having a good weekend. Another thing, just another thing with Disney Star Wars that doesn't make too much sense or contradicts itself. I don't know. While I love Mandalorian and everything Dave Filoni's working on, it's just so hard for everything else to kind of come together. Especially now that he's the creative lead on all the story stuff. So he circumvents and anything the storyboard does, the story group does, he's in charge of all the creative decisions now. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently that's been the case for the last year, but it'll play a bigger part in coming years. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Sheena. Thank you. It's been a while. Well, you're definitely not wrong about that. Glad to see you in here. And again, thank you for that. Thoughts on Doctor Strange and the Spider-Man movies? Those two are the ones that I'm the most excited for. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel superhero. And my second favorite superhero, period. So I'm always going to have a little bit of a lean and bias towards those films. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do with that. And I'm really looking forward to how it all ties into the multiverse and how it all ties into Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I think, was one of the most refreshing Marvel movies because I really liked their take on magic and all of that. I thought it was a lot of fun. I was a Sherlock fan before Benedict Cumberbatch was brought on board to be Doctor Strange, so that definitely helped too. So I thought it was a lot of fun. But yeah, Wanda would have 100% wrecked Thanos had she not had that artillery strike just rain upon them. Another game that I, though not as recently as, or not as in depth as I've been playing Fortnite, but another old game that I'd kind of shunned for a long time that I kind of was thinking about going back to playing was also I had installed, reinstalled Warcraft. Haven't actually started playing it yet though, but I've reinstalled it in the kind of temptation to give it a shot since they released Burning Crusades Classic. Wasn't sure if I wanted to get back into it or not, but it's installed, so I might. I don't know, I've had like the feeling to revisit some games that I kind of gave up on after a minute. Like, I've kind of had a little bit of an itch to play Destiny again too, but I feel like I've been out of it for so much. I've got way too much catching up to do. I got the new Lego Daily Bugle set. No regrets here. Nice. respect that. All right. Somebody is running behind me. Sorry, buddy. Not today. What do we say to the god of death? Not today. So, you know, HBO and HBO Max, rightfully so, and obviously so, are trying their best and damnedest to promote the new Game of Thrones spinoff, like House of Dragons. So much so that in their most recent tweet, they said, with no involvement from the Game of Thrones creators, like trying to like urge people that this prequel, mind you, has no involvement from the people that ruined Game of Thrones. But it's a prequel, so it's not going to do anything to fix what was ruined about Game of Thrones. So why be excited? Like, I get it's going to take place in a different time, it's going to be about different things, but for me, I'm the kind of person that if you ruin the ending, like, it's really hard to like make up from that. It's really hard to come back from that, because even if this is hundreds of years before, thousands of years before, how the show ends, the past, and everything that built up Westeros, all was in the name of what was supposed to happen in the show. And nothing that happens in the past can deviate where the story ends. And no matter what, in my mind, I can't like not think about how the story's just going to disappoint, regardless of how good it is there. Should I watch Game of Thrones? And here's the saddest thing. Game of Thrones is one of those shows that I feel like at the time, while it was happening, before season 8 came out, it was one of those shows that I was just like, dude, everybody has to watch this. It was like breaking bad levels for me. Like, I was like, people have to watch this show. It's so goddamn good. And then season 8 happens, and now I'm like, if you haven't even started the show, it's almost not worth it. I don't think it's worth the time. It's not worth anything, because the ending just dissatisfies on every level. And for me, an ending is really what sells the whole show. Even if the show's been good up to a point, if it ends like shit, it's really hard to keep that out of the back of your mind when you're watching it again, or if you're introducing it to somebody. If you want to watch it out of curiosity, though, it has some great moments. I think seasons 1 through 5 are some of the best of television of all time. And then it all went to shit. And that is when it's one of the few who didn't watch Game of Thrones. I would say yes. Apparently everybody and their mama loved it, but the writers apparently couldn't properly write beyond the source material. Exactly. And HBO was willing to... HBO was in... Sure, we can do a squad. Sonic. Rude. Now you're just flexing on me with that. Jealous. I think it would be an interesting watch out of pure curiosity. It's just having gone the entire journey as it was happening, and then building up to that ending where the creators just did not give a shit. Like what I was trying to get into, I kind of got off track for a second, was HBO was willing to give them more time. HBO was willing to give them as many seasons and as many episodes as they needed, and even offered to increase the budget. They were willing, HBO themselves was willing to pay whatever they needed for Benioff and Weiss to bring the series to a proper close. And Benioff and Weiss got this proposal, this offer, this job from Kathleen Kennedy to do a new Star Wars movie. And obviously, they didn't care about the show anymore. They weren't good enough writers to continue it past the source material. That they were like, no. We can do this in 6 episodes. We can wrap all this setup that has been built up for 7 seasons in 6 episodes. Even season 7 was shortened, but I don't think season 7 is as bad. Like, it's still good. It's still leading to where it was going to go. It was still setting the path straight, even if it was a little lesser quality than season 6. But it still was going in the right direction. And then in season 8, they're like, nah, we can fix it all in 6 episodes. Fuck you. We want to go to Star Wars. We want to move on from this shit. I'm just dropping. Sorry. And it shows. Like, everything in the final season is so rushed. There's no setup. There's no payoff for anything that's been set up in the last 7 seasons. And it's just so disappointing. Mind you, where everybody kind of ends up, aside from one character, is where I figured they would end up. But the how we get to it makes no sense. Yeah, and then they got that big Netflix deal after Lucasfilm let them go. So yeah, they could give 2 shits about anything they're working on. Season 8 of Game of Thrones practically ruined their careers as showrunners or whatever. You ever watch Barry or Warrior? I've thought about it. I've thought about checking out Barry, but it's one of those shows I haven't watched yet. And I've heard a lot of really good things about Warrior, so I'd be down for checking it out, but it's like oh, somebody's being abducted. Oh, one of their teammates is getting abducted. Sorry, bud. That sucks, man. For them. They basically got a handicap there by having one of their guys, like, sucked up into the sky in the middle of this fight. Yeah, Vexington. We've already talked about that rumor a few times tonight. Yeah, I think it's all bullshit. All-time favorite movie. My all-time favorite movie is Jurassic Park, like the first Jurassic Park. My all-time favorite show is The X-Files. Gosh, there's a lot happening out here. Yada ba 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 da da ba da. Yeah, I don't trust that rumor whatsoever myself. Is it possible? Nah, it's possible. I just don't think it's likely, because if they're that upset with it, I don't think that they would give Robert Pattinson a first look deal with their own studio. Dude, I would love an Uncharted 5, but I would only like it to continue following the daughter, because I feel like some things do and should end. That was kind of like the whole point of the 4th game, was leaving Nathan Drake behind. I don't think I can get up here. Oh god, come here. Where you at? Sorry, buddy. You tried. You failed. Barry and Warrior are both underrated shows. Both have 2 seasons. Potential for more awesome writing performances. Warrior has to do with like, shit, I can't remember. Isn't it like the early Chinese immigration to the U.S., like in the West or whatever? And then, I know there's a lot of martial arts involved. Maybe like I'm not 100% sure on the show, but Barry I'm a little less familiar with, but I've heard I like David Hayter, and I know he's the star in that one. Movies are going to have Nathan Drake be a kid. Wonder if that means the games will try to bank on Tom Holland's version of the character. I hope not. I hope they just leave it alone. While I'm excited for what they're going to do, I hope they just let the games be the games. Maybe if they want to capitalize on it and maybe do some younger Nathan Drake stories, that could be cool. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Sonic. Nathan says, kid, you got a death wish. That would be cool. We hear Nate talking from past Uncharted games, and then we see Cassie and Nathan walking out of their home. That's cool. That'd be a fun idea. I think that would be a fun way to kind of continue things too. Maybe if they want to keep Nathan Drake the protag, they could they could do something like that. Like focus on some of his past adventures. Maybe even him telling his daughter about some of his past adventures, and you could kind of frame it in this perspective of like him reminiscing, and that could be a fun way to kind of make a new game, but also kind of capitalize on where it's going. And you could even though it's not consistent with some of the flashback elements we have seen of younger Nathan, they could use Tom Holland's appearance in it. Even though I'm not sure how that goes. That'd be pretty cool, though. We could have Cassie be a protagonist and have Nate basically be her Sully. That would be cool. I'd like that, too. Like, there are ways to continue it, but I'm also okay with some things ending. But we'll see. It all comes down to Naughty Dog and what they want to do. Sorry, my connection sucks. Having delayed reactions. Maybe I'll get some wine, too. The wine will only delay the reactions further. I definitely need some better weapons. I actually should be farming because I play mostly Rumble. So like getting resources is usually so easy. Yo! Thing is, though, every Uncharted game has a subtitle. True. Hope I didn't hurt. I don't know. I think her story is wrapped up, but who knows? Be alright if Chloe will lead again, like in Lost Legacy. I mean, you could do something like that. I wouldn't be against that either, but I was also never that interested in Chloe. She was cool and all, and you could do that, but obviously there was a reason they put that game on a... Well, I guess that's not fair to say. I was going to say there's a reason they put it on PSP, and there's like mostly budget reasons. But who knows? If they did do like a newer game, it's possible it could do okay. But I don't see how many people would be interested in that. Like, general public wise. Where did that come from? We'll have to see. It wasn't Lost Legacy on PS4. It did come out later, but I think it was Uncharted Drake's Legacy. That would be cool. I don't remember either. I never played Lost Legacy though, or I think Lost Legacy was ported to PS4 when they did the collection. We just need a kart racing game, uncarded. That would be fucking funny. I'd be down for like a goofball game like that, actually, but I don't know if that's a profitable way to go. I played like up to chapter 2. Oh, we got a chest over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Whoo! Oh, I know, right? Tyler, man, her performance was so good. In the remake now. Yeah, Naughty Dog right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they were just focused on the, where did that come from? Ah, I see. The Last of Us show. Or what to do next. Yeah, I feel like if there's a Last of Us 3 or even a Last of Us spinoff, it'll be probably a while before we see anything or hear anything about it. We're definitely going to be hearing more about the show. Uh-oh. I'm not one for traveling around in vehicles because I feel like that just puts a big ass target on you. Like, had that first group that came through here not been that car, they might have had a better chance at trying to get away from us. I really hope the Ahsoka show doesn't get canceled or screwed up. I highly doubt it. They can really bank on that character right now. So I think if they canceled that show, they would just fuck over their whole plan. Favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time is probably Kingdom Hearts 2. But the Kingdom Hearts franchise are my favorite games of all time. Val Kilmer's set to come to Comic-Con soon. Can he talk yet? I don't think he still can't talk, right? I thought or at least maybe he just still has trouble with it. Ah, man. I don't really have any great guns on us right now. But if he shows up, that would be cool. Like maybe as if he had like a non-speaking role. Ah, Sugar Ray's got her wine out. Wine time. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate the super chat. You guys are too good to me sometimes. So, all 4 of us are still alive. which means there are like 6 or 7 people left. 7, I think. Really getting... Yeah, it worked out when he cast him as Blind Man because he was basically Jay, or he was Silent Bob, so he didn't have to talk. I'm gonna go get a scope up here. Gotta get to the high ground. Oh, there's wolves over there, so I need to be careful with that. Yeah, I hope they didn't see me. I don't think they did. I don't think they did. We'll see. Did not have venom. No, he did not. He did not have venom because that didn't exist in the world that they created. No, I'm going to send my Uncharted Drake's Legacy script to Naughty Dog. Go for it. Well, hopefully we'll be able to react or off camera check out both Barry and Warrior. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, Tyler. Yeah, I'll probably definitely check them out at some point. Better leave that reboot card. Dark Knight had gas in teeny tiny canisters, I guess. He had pain, like the gas that was in his mask was a painkiller to ease his pain. It wasn't like an enhancer or anything. Them bunching up like that isn't really going to help them much. Aha! It's one team left, it seems like. Woo! Holy, good job, guys. We won. Imagine getting a live-action Kevin Conroy Batman. Not like what we got in Crisis, but a live-action Mark Hamill Joker. It would have to be like in the future. It would have to be like when they are maybe like if he was like mentoring like Batgirl, or maybe even a Terry. Something like that. Maybe like a Batman Begins, not Batman Begins. Shit, Batman Beyond kind of thing. But that would be kind of cool. Love chill streams. I'm glad you do. I do this every Saturday around this time, so just hanging out. I don't always play a game, but usually I have something to do in the background if we don't necessarily have a huge topic going on. Well done. May have died, but still rooting. Yeah, we did pretty good. I don't feel like I did much though. The Dark Knight Returns movie, be cool. Excited about the Black Widow movie? Yeah, I'm excited about all the, even if I'm not like the hell? Did my headset get unplugged? I can't hear anything. The audio die? Oh, it's probably because I clicked out or something. You were the leader. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna what time is it? What time's the movie that we're going to? 8:55. Yeah, I got some time. We can do one more match. I think we have enough time for one more match. Bunch of announcements on their shows and movies based on video games this Friday. Yeah, I heard they were getting into a whole round of like video game related content coming around. Didn't initially get into Batman Beyond. I think it was ahead of its time. A live action version could be something amazing though. I agree with that. While it was out, I wasn't too into it. I still watched it. I just... Two things that I don't... It's hard to get me on board for are futuristic stuff that's not like Blade Runner-y kind of stuff, like cyberpunk-y kind of future settings. I'm not too big on, like, similarly with steampunk stuff, I'm not too big on it. I don't know why. Like, I'd rather like something like Star Wars or Star Trek that's just like, I don't know why that is different for me than stuff like Cyberpunk and Batman Beyond and settings like that, where it's kind of like noir-y, and I don't know. I just couldn't ever really get into it. And the fact that I also never really got into Terry McGinnis himself either as a character. I think when I was growing up, I was like, if it's not Bruce Wayne, it's not Batman. What's up, Jordan? Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, Cuphead, Tomb Raider shows are being announced. I remember hearing about the Tomb Raider show. It's the Tomb Raider anime coming out. I don't remember the Cuphead thing. I know we're getting 2 shows from Resident Evil. We're getting a live-action show based on 2 Wesker sisters. And we're getting a CGI animated Resident Evil show, Infinite Darkness. Didn't hear about the Assassin's Creed show, though. Now, what backs this up is that they have... They had a listing for Eternals and the date and runtime the same. Did I miss what you had there? Spider-Man 3 trailer has been shown on AMC listings and it says June 10th and a trailer runtime 2 minutes 14 seconds. That's interesting. I'd like an animated Zelda series. I think it's possible to do a live action one, but it'd be really difficult. And we got an open slot if anybody wants to join in before we go. I got enough time to do like one more game. I have a question to ask. Well, shoot, Jordan. What's your question? Hope it's sensible. Omni and the Pussycats. Will it be about the actual protagonist? Probably not. We'll see. Yeah, Nintendo's very secretive and very stingy about stuff. So once it got leaked, they didn't trust that studio to work on it anymore. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. If we don't get another join in, I'll just move ahead and we'll go into it. Rather than pick up a third, I'll go into trios, I guess. I mean, I do still have it open, right? Yeah, it's still public. You know, Zack Snyder's Justice League movie and how long you think Superman had been dead. Probably about a couple months. It didn't seem like it was that long. Just want a AC1 remake. I think that would be pretty cool. That's the only one I've actually finished, is Assassin's Creed 1. Yeah, George Clooney, I like George Clooney as an actor, but yeah, he was definitely not the best Batman. Let's do this. What am I doing? I'm going to disable shuffle. And we're going to... Yeah. Trios. They could never do AC Japan. Sucker Punch did that already. I mean, they still could. But yeah, it would feel quite a bit like Ghost of Tsushima. And Ghost of Tsushima was so good. And I'm so happy that they're making a movie about it that I hope they don't ruin it. I hope they do a good job with it. I mean, the guy that voiced Jin could easily play the character because they modeled him after him. So if they don't cast him in the movie, that'll be a huge misstep in my opinion. What ultimate version of a character would you want to show up in Flashpoint? I'm hoping for Christian Bale and Grant Gustin. Grant Gustin is one I'm really hoping for to pop up there. Christian Bale, I think, would be nice, but I don't think it's too needed. But we'll see. There you go. This is the only reason I got that emote. I want to drop there. Yeah, I do think the Ghost of Tsushima voice cast, at least Jin, because I know he was actually modeled after him. I don't know if everybody else was or not, so they could easily go with him as the main character in the film. He looks the part. He's an actor, so do it. Makes no sense to not. So I'd love that if they did. I'd love to need a movie where all the Alfreds meet. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. The Ghost of Tsushima is directed by the John Wick director, yep. So at least we can hope that the combat, the fight scenes will be really well handled. You haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet? Dude, it's a time sink. I played it and I just could not stop. And for me, I'm one of those, I'm a person that, like, it's really hard to hold my attention with open world games. That's why I own half of the Assassin's Creed franchise, but I've only actually beat one of them. But that game is so beautiful and so much fun. The combat, I feel like, is really rewarding. The aesthetic, the travel across it, the customization, it's also it's just a really fucking amazing game. It was my game of the year for that year it came out, and that's from me, who was who put like almost 100 hours into Final Fantasy VII Remake, which came out the very same year. And the only reason I give it to Ghost of Tsushima over Final Fantasy VII Remake for me is because of because Ghost of Tsushima did such a great job, and it's an original IP. Like, it as much as I loved Final Fantasy VII Remake, I have to admit, like, it does come with this inherent, like, reliance on its own IP. And I think for something for like original, like Ghost of Tsushima, to come out and be as solid and gripping as it was just really praiseworthy. What I think about the animated Injustice movie, I mean, there's not really much to say about it. I'm excited for it. I'll definitely watch it. I don't know how you do that. Hopefully it'll be multi-parts, because I don't know how you tell that thick of a story in the length of time that they usually put into their animated films. So I do hope it gets either 2 parts or it's done in a couple of parts or something. Because I feel like you'll definitely need more time to tell that story than what they usually provide. Oh god, shit. Oh no. Damn it. Fucked that up. I fucked that up so bad. I'm a fan of yours when you was reviewing all the Black Lightning season 3. Say on that day I have to subscribe to you. Seem like an awesome. Oh, you piece of shit. Fucking teabagging me like that. Knowing I'm watching. All right, guys. I'm gonna pop out into the lobby here. Yeah, I whiffed a lot of those shots there. I thought I didn't realize that whole team was creeping up on him like that fast. So I definitely should have gotten the mix better. But I'm not all that confident when it comes to the handguns. So I was trying to at least craft like a purple one before I went in there, but that definitely got us kind of killed there. They don't use a character, don't use a story point, then I will know. I really appreciate that, Jordan. I really enjoyed Black Lightning Season 3, and I thought it was a really great kind of way to close it off, even if there was a lot of shortcomings in that final episode. What movie am I going to? I'm going to be seeing The Conjuring 3. Devil Made Me Do It. And then I'll probably post my review tomorrow afternoon, since it'll be pretty late when I get back from the movie. But guys, I'm going to have some dinner, get ready to relax, prep up to go out to the theaters and check out the new Conjuring film, see how it goes. Remember, tomorrow, Batwoman and Legends both return. And, next week's going to be insane because we got Tuesday night, The Flash, Superman and Lois, and the first episode of Loki. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to get into work and survive that day. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody who super chatted. Thanks for everybody who joined in the games, had some fun. I'll catch you guys next stream. Might be later tonight, don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I always say that, but I almost always just end up chilling for the rest of the night. Oh yeah, I'm definitely prioritizing Loki. It goes Loki, Superman and Lois, and then The Flash, so don't worry about that. Loki will be coming out first for you guys, so don't worry about that one. Take care, everybody.